Why girls don't like you. Stay tuned. Anthony Spade, Federal, whole summer.
Whole summer, they tryna make a story the whole summer. Them folks don't tell the truth, watch them hold on us. We get desperate under shirts, we took that pole under. Throw it the whole summer. Gotta throw it the whole
Welcome back to
summer.
the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe at the end of the video. But first, watch the entire video. Another thing is, I won't be talking about all women. It just feels like it. All right? Today, we're going to be talking about why girls don't like you. All right? Now, a lot of you guys are probably going to click on this because you're going to be wondering, like, wow, you know, I feel that way. I feel like no matter what, I just don't have luck with women. All right. First, I want to just let you know, majority of women don't know what they want. They don't know what they want out of a man. All right? They don't, because they live life based off emotions. So some days she's going to want a beta male. Some days she's going to want an alpha male. Some days she's going to want a troubled man who don't know where he's going. Women are going to always adjust in their head the type of guy that they want, because it's always based off their emotions. That's how come when they start describing the type of guy that they want, it's always unrealistic. And the reason why a woman has unrealistic expectations out of a man is because she goes through multiple personalities, and each one of her personalities has a set of standards of the type of man that she wants. So if a woman is gonna say date a bummy dude, he has to at least be good in bed. You know what I'm saying? If she's gonna date an ugly guy, he has to at least have money. If she's gonna date the guy who's in between, then he has to at least have a body. You know what I'm saying? So each one of her different personalities have a different standard of the type of man that it will date, right? This is why women date so many different type of guys. What you have to understand is that you have to do the convincing. And typically a woman's gonna always gravitate the guy who has most of what every single one of her personalities wanted, which is typically money, looks, and alphaness. Remember, she needs orgasms just as much as she needs a sense of security. So I want you to just understand, a woman never knows what she wants. It's up to you as a man to shift her moods and her brain in your direction with your actions. All right? So let's get to it. First, you got to understand this. You just think every girl don't like you, right? Because you're seeking approval from the wrong woman. Chances are, if you're looking at a girl and you're saying that she don't like you, or you tried to approach her and you got rejected, it was a girl that you wanted approval from. Why? Her appearance probably tapped into your desires. See, when a woman turns you on and she taps into your desires, you're going to automatically like her. You know what I'm saying? So you allow your hormones to approach her. You allow your hormones to want to talk to her, all because you're just infatuated with her. But as you get older and you start to mature as a man, you're able to look from the outside in and see what type of girl she really is before you say hi. That way you know how to control that. All right, so understand that what's happening is you're allowing your hormones to do all the talking. It's not towards the woman that's going to fit your personality. It's towards the woman that's that's more desirement to your hormones. Next, a lot of guys have a unapproachable face. What do I mean by an unapproachable face? It's the same way when you look at some of these girls when they're walking around the gym and they're walking around the grocery store, you may say to yourself, like, don't every girl looks miserable. You know what I mean? But a lot of women walk around looking at men like every man looks weak. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to look at it the same way. You may look at majority of these women and be like, man, a lot of these women just look unapproachable. They look miserable. They look like you don't even want to go near them. There's also a lot of guys out there that have a look on their face like, look, I'm beta, I'm nice guy, I'm insecure, I'm vulnerable, I'm weak. A lot of guys' facial expressions say that. Once your facial expression said, then they look at your hair, they start looking at your clothes, and then they start analyzing all over again. So understand, maybe pay more close attention to how you're looking when you walk around. The way you look, the way you smile, the way you carry yourself describes a lot of your personality, and it describes a lot of what's going on with your life when nobody's around. You're not like it's like a homeless person telling you, hey man, I just need a ride downtown to go get $100,000 check from my uncle. And you fall for it because you listen to the words. But if you stop, looked at the behavior, look at how they dress, look at their teeth and how they smell, then you wouldn't have paid attention to the words. Okay, that's what's happening. A lot of you guys have an unapproachable face. Your face says, I'm beta, I'm nice. And then she's like, oh, I don't even want to deal with him. Next, has a woman physically, verbally ever told you that she don't like you? Have these girls actually ever came out and said, you know what, I don't like you? A lot of you guys, right, you just assume a woman doesn't like you because she's not smiling at you. She don't like you. So what you have to understand is, if a woman has never really physically, verbally said, you know what, I just don't like you, you're ugly, you're this, that, and the third, you shouldn't assume. Because a lot of you guys out there, that's all you're doing. Everything that you're doing is based off of assumption. Even your knowledge of women. You have guys out here that have never had girlfriends and never even been in a relationship, or you've never even had 3 or 4 girls at one time, but for some reason, they're dating coaches because they can assume certain situations are gonna happen based off of what they learned from everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? That's how a lot of you guys are, and a lot of you introverts are just like that. You know a lot about life from studying other people's situations and assuming things. Okay, so when you're just assuming a woman doesn't like you, that's self-doubt. You're already feeling like you're not good enough because you've looked at her and you've placed her on a pedestal. So you place her on a pedestal and you place yourself on a lower pedestal, and then you automatically assume she doesn't like me. From my understanding and my knowledge of mentoring a lot of you guys just assume a woman doesn't like you, so that causes you to put on your unapproachable face. What's your unapproachable face? Look at me, I'm beta, I'm sad, I'm weak. A lot of you guys look just like that when you're in the grocery store. You look like that at the mall. You look like that when you're walking around, so women automatically assume he's a throw around guy. Get away from me, beat it. That's what their eyes are gonna tell you, and then you just assume like, damn, she don't like me. That's how it all works. You have the unapproachable face, she looks at the unapproachable face, and then she gives you the look back and you say, oh, she don't like me. And that continues to go over and over and over again. So try looking at yourself in the mirror and say, self, am I putting off an unapproachable face? Next, last but not least, this is gonna be the ultimate one. You're shy. Shy guys don't get nowhere. Soft-spoken guys don't get nowhere. Mr. Nice Guy doesn't get anywhere. A lot of guys are just a shy guy. You may be confident at home, you may be confident online, but in real life, you're a shy guy. You don't know how to walk up to a woman. You wait for somebody to talk to you. You only interact with women. It's when your alpha male friend is interacting with women and you're just tagging along with the crowd. That's the only way. That's why she doesn't like you. You're the tag along that's just following everybody through, right? But you want to know something? When I say you're the tag along, you're not saying anything. You're just following the crowd. A lot of you guys are going to say, I'm a Sigma. No, buddy. We don't follow the crowd. We're not the quiet one in the crowd. I don't want anybody to think that. This is a Sigma. There's a crowd of protesters. Who's this one car driving past everybody? That's a Sigma. We don't follow no crowd, nor do we indulge into them. So a lot of you guys are just the shy guy. You're not confident enough to mingle with people, to women. So when you get that look, or she doesn't want to be next to you, or she's not talking to you when she's next to you, she don't understand she don't know if you're popular online. She doesn't know if you're the best chess player, if you're the best Fortnite player. She don't know that. A woman is going to look at your visual and then she's going to make the determination from there. So start off with your appearance. Don't try to look like the shy guy, and don't try to look like the weak beta male. Once you get past those traits, even if you got a fake standing alpha frame, women do it all the time. When women come across a guy they like, they put on a mean face. Try to show like, oh, look at me, I'm not weak. Start practicing that. Women do it, you might as well do it. When they come around, have a mean face, try to toughen up a little bit, and get out that shy guy, unapproachable, I'm weak beta male face. And maybe life will change for you, all right? Those are just my thoughts. You do the dishes. This is Anthony Spade. Comment, like, subscribe. Videos go to the Patreon before they come to the YouTube. Hasta la vista.